Welcome back. Well, we are headed into the 4th of July holiday weekend, and it's nowhere near November. You might be wondering why we're talking about voting. Well, there is an election coming up in about a month. Barb Colvin of the League of Women Voters of Toledo-Lucas County joins us this morning with why it's so important to vote on August 2nd. So put that on your calendar, and you have to be registered to vote. And Barb, the deadline to register for that election is coming up here in just a few days.
Right. On July 5th is the deadline. That's the day after the 4th. And so anyone who is registered is eligible to vote. But if you're registered and you've changed your address or you've changed your name, it's worthwhile registering, prior to that. But you can still vote and get it changed then.
So you want to take care of that now because the clock is ticking as we do have the holiday coming up, and you don't want to push it off to the last minute. So, okay, why are we having an election on August 2nd? We just had one here in May, right?
Yes, we did. And the sad part about that is we only had 15% of the registered voters in Lucas County show up. And so we'd like to see more people because they are the ones that make the decisions about who's going to go on the ballot in November. So this August 2nd is a continuation of the May 3rd primary. In May, we picked the U.S. senators, the U.S. representatives, the governor, the candidates running for those offices. And because there's a different map for a lot of different issues or sections, the maps for the Ohio State senators and the Ohio State representatives was not decided or determined until of late. So we are having a second primary in order to pick those people.
And so those are your local folks, really, the folks who will be representing you in Columbus.
Right, exactly. And they're the ones that make decisions about our daily lives, our housing, our schools, our libraries, employment, healthcare. These are the people who make decisions locally here in Ohio. And those people would be judges and governors and U.S., or not so much U.S., but Ohio State representatives and senators.
So as you mentioned, turnout was low in May. So it's really important that people get out here in August.
Exactly. It's not a large ballot, so people think, why bother? Some of them are not contested, but some of them are. So it's important that everybody vote. We're in the league. We are dedicated to making democracy work. Democracy is of the people, by the people, and for the people. So we really need to get our vote out there because that's our voice.
And I think there's a lot going on, that people say, I have an opinion about this, I have a voice about this, and this is your opportunity to let your voice be heard there at the voting booth. So we do also want to mention to folks that if you want to vote early in Lucas County, you're going to go to a different location for that this time.
Right. And what happened on June 6th of this month is the Board of Elections, the Early Voting Center, and their warehouse is all now contained on the campus at Lucas County Shared Services, which is at 3737 West Sylvania at the corner of Harvest and Sylvania. And that's where the early voting will be, at C entrance. C as in change, okay? So a lot of people didn't want to go downtown. I don't blame them. I mean, some people are like that. But now it's going to be out in our community near Franklin Park Mall. And so for people who didn't want to go downtown, then they basically can go there.
And there you go. You can get that done early, and it'll be for Election Day. But if you, again, like to vote on Election Day, August 2nd is the day that we all need to circle on our calendars, right?
Exactly. And we want to see more than 15% make this decision. So I'm really encouraging people to get out and do your civic duty and vote.
Very good.
It's what we do.
Yes, and it's that right that we have. Barb, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much, and we hope that the media promotes, because I talk to people all the time, they don't know about this.
We got to get the word out. All right, very good. Barb, thank you so much.